So that's how the NFL draft works.
Thank you for that story. Just because you know I'm going to leave this in there.
Yeah.
Hi, we got to do our thumbnail.
Thumbnail. See it?
Hi guys, hope you're having a beautiful day as always.
How's it going?
So excited Eric is again. So we wanted to just hop on today and film this little bit. We had our first follicle scan. So when you're doing IVF and you're doing an egg retrieval, sorry, fetch. You're doing an egg retrieval, what happens is you take a whole bunch of drugs which stimulate your ovaries and create a whole bunch of follicles which can then potentially be eggs that are retrieved. So you're wanting to grow as many follicles as you can without it being like insane or unhealthy. So I went to my baseline appointment a week ago today, actually exactly. And at my baseline appointment, my ovaries were just like totally blank. There was not one follicle on them. They were calm from the birth control. So
Both of them.
yeah, both of them. There's nothing going on. So today when we went in, we got to see our my ovaries live.
Some of the results from the medications.
Yeah, so we've been doing injectable meds the last 4 days. Today will be day 5. And after the 4 days, we got to see my ovaries this morning to see how many follicles that we had. And then that was going to determine, along with my estrogen levels, if we needed to change the protocol for the injections that we've been taking, which is 1 vial of Menopur a day and then 225 IUs of Gonal F. And they're both injected subcutaneously under the skin in my stomach. So if you'd love to see injections, we just posted that video. So you can check that out. I'll link it somewhere around here in case you're a fan of stabby. So anyway, Jesus, my dogs almost murdered each other. Drum roll. First they looked at my left ovary.
First they did a blood test.
Well, they did a blood test first. So my estrogen level came back at 134. I don't know on a scale of good to bad, like what would be too much or what's too little. I don't really know.
It's on the right path.
It is right where it should be because she didn't change things. So because of my estrogen level and the amount of follicles that we ended up getting or having right now that they could see, she decided to keep our medications the same. So we're going to continue. Excuse me. Buster's trying to eat my remote. We're going to continue to take our 1 vial of Menopur and 225 IUs of Gonal F for at least the next 2 days. And I have another appointment 2 days from now. Yeah, so we're going to continue on the same dosage of medication until my appointment on Wednesday. And then on Wednesday, we're going to check the follicles again. And at that point, they're going to start measuring. So, how many follicles did I have on my left side?
10.
All right. And I thought that was pretty good. I was like, okay, 10 follicles.
I was happy with just 10.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we
went
had
to the right.
To the other side.
And how many were there?
14.
14. So right now, it looks like we have 24. Ignore the goose. We have 24 follicles right now, and all of those could potentially become eggs. Some of them may not. Some of them may be empty. There could just be fluid in the follicles and not an egg. And it could also be that there's an immature egg in there. So not all of them are likely going to be mature, perfect eggs. But there's the chance that we could have 24 eggs that, you know, we can retrieve, which is really great.
Yes,
so
it's a great start.
Great start. Our clinic said on average they retrieve like 12 eggs. All right, we took away the squeaky goose. So, yeah, our clinic on average retrieves 12 eggs. So I think starting out with 24 puts us in a really good place.
Yeah, very happy with that.
Yeah. In my mind, like going into this, they said they retrieved on average 12, and I was like, I really want to have like 30 follicles. So that's still my goal. Not that I have any control over this other than just willpower.
That was a good number too. For some reason that 30-35 range was...
Yeah, I think I'm going to be hurting a lot from that because I don't think that that's like the normal amount that they get. Like,
no, that's a high amount. I mean, obviously if 12 is average.
Yeah, but that's how many they retrieve. They didn't say like that's how many follicles they see to start with. If we could retrieve you know, 20 mature eggs out of the 30 follicles, I think that would be really good as well. So, yeah, 30 is what I'm aiming for. I'm gonna will another 6 to show up between now and 2 days from now. But I have PCOS, so my body likes to make cysts on my ovaries, so it's used to making like follicles. And my ovaries have been suppressed, so they're just like, yes, give me those drugs, which really make me grow follicles. So yeah, my body just doesn't like to ovulate. It likes to grow cysts, but then it doesn't like to ovulate. So, but we're gonna take drugs to force it to ovulate. So hopefully my body will just be like, wow,
Gonna make it happen.
all of the eggs you could ever want right here.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with that number. They got me in and out of there. His appointment was a little bit longer. Again, he was just giving blood today for an infectious disease blood panel, which is like a requirement.
I think they forgot about me.
I think they kind of did. So we had a little bit of wait time, but otherwise they get me in and out of there, you know, no problem. So I was thinking, this is something you and I talked about when we were deciding if we were going to do IVF or not, which is, let's say we get 15 eggs when we retrieve, just in hypothetical. I mean, this is what we kind of discussed like back in the day when we were like initially had that appointment that day. And when we had our first infertility appointment with our doctor, we then we had to leave town, and we were on a lengthy road trip after, heading up north from where we are towards a wedding in several states away. So we had lots of time to chat on the road. And one of the things we talked about was, if we're going to do an egg retrieval, it's kind of like we're skipping, you know, if we get 24 eggs or there's 24 follicles, in real life, if you're ovulating every month, you're getting 1 follicle, 1 egg. So that's like us fast forwarding time like 2 years in advance. You know, like I have 24 eggs growing, which is potentially 24 eggs growing, potentially 2 years worth of cycles, like 1 per month, that we're skipping all of that.
But at the same time, it's like freezing time.
It is freezing time as well, because we're stopping at the youngest I can be is right now. I can't go backwards.
The younger you are, the better quality.
The better quality of egg you have. So I can't go backwards in time. We can only go forward. So for now, we can stop things for right now. So we're taking like 2 years worth of eggs into the future and bringing them into now. It's just really neat. Like, it just kind of still blows my mind. Like, we get to skip 2 years of effort of just trying once a month doing this, which is really neat and significantly less emotionally painful long term.
So we've also already been doing this for 2 years.
Correct. Over 2 years now at this point. So since October 2017. So October 2019 would have been 24 months, so 25, 26 months now we're at. So by the time we transfer, it'll be 27 or 28 months. By the time we actually have a baby, if it's successful, as soon as we possibly can, it'll be 3 years since we started trying, which is just, it's a long journey. So anyway, we just wanted to update you. I don't want to go on too much of a rant, I guess. Kind of already have, but we're going to update you again after our second follicle scan. We're going to continue to film every day as we're doing injections, just to kind of keep you guys updated on that too. Anything else? Nothing. He's happy with today.
Yep.
I'm happy with today, and we're definitely looking forward to Wednesday. So it makes me feel better about getting shots again today.
Yep. More shots.
Shot. Everybody. No, you didn't go for it. Okay. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.